Hey guys, Ashley here, and just before I hit record, Kaylee fell over. But, anyway, today, it's the day after Valentine's Day, and I've been doing a little, sort of marathon changing of all my reborns. I've already changed everyone else, so we're on the last one now. We're going to be changing Crissy and Caylee, and I know these two aren't reborns, these are actually vintage, baby Crissy dolls. But I do consider them to be part of my reborn family. Let me get that off. I don't want the bobby pins in her hair right now. But anyway, these two are, I consider them to be my other two toddlers because I have Gabe and he's my toddler, and then I consider these two to be toddlers as well because of their size. If you look, they're actually about the same size as Gabe. Let me get Gabe here. Maybe a little bigger, so you can see those are my three toddlers, and with him there, you can't even see Caylee. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get on with the changing. I need to move one of them aside. We're gonna dress Caylee first because Elise warned me that she's the one who put her in this. Because I dressed Crissy and she dressed Caylee, and she warned me that this is gonna be really hard to get her out of because she had a hard time getting her into it. But I consider them part of my reborn family because even though they aren't like reborns, like because they're not really made to look real, I know that some people would consider a lot of my other reborns to be not reborns, but I pretty much consider it to be a reborn if it's made to look real. Oh no, is this gonna come? Ooh, did that rip? But at the time that Crissy and Caylee were made, they were made to look real, and at the time that they were made, I think Beringer had just started making them around that time as well, but I don't know. They were some of the first dolls I role played with outside of my Cabbage Patch Kids. So that and the fact that they're like I said, I consider them like toddler. This is really hard to get off. I don't know. I just don't know how to explain why I consider them that. I just do. But these two actually belong to my mom and my Aunt Laura. And, okay, that was actually not as bad as I was thinking it would be. And, oh, we're pulling your underwear off. These two I have them wearing underwear because, like I said, they're toddlers. I figure, though Gabe isn't wearing any underwear, but he's wearing a pull-up thing. But I don't know. I just feel like these two are definitely trained. But yeah, these ones were my mom's and my aunt's, and they were passed down to me when I was pretty little. I used to take them to the store and go shopping for them, so they got a lot more. They have a lot of clothes. I still get clothes for them from time to time from, like, the thrift shops and stuff. This definitely needs to be modified. I see what Elise was talking about now. That was not easy to get off over her hands. So this is what she's going to be wearing. Oops. Because she's my tomboy, so she doesn't like dresses. But anyway, so yeah, I have a lot of memories of taking them places and going to the park with them and that kind of thing. So they are definitely part of the family. I didn't even realize that this unbuttoned all the way. Wow. And they, I think, are like an inch bigger than Gabe. I think when I measure them, they're almost like 24 inches or 23, and he's 22. It's something like that. So they are, just like Gabe, they are kind of smaller toddlers, but definitely toddlers. Oh, you already look adorable, Caylee. And another way I can tell them apart, if I do happen to decide to put Caylee in a dress, if anyone's wondering, because obviously these two are exactly identical. These two dolls are designed to have growing hair. So you pull the string in their hair short, or you can kind of pull their hair out and make it longer. Gently, of course. You don't want to just yank it. But this one belonged to my Aunt Laura. That's how I remember. Caylee belonged to my Aunt Laura. And I know this because she has no string, because one of their cousins cut the string. So, unfortunately, Caylee can never have short hair again. I mean, you can kind of force it back in, but that doesn't work very well in the end, so she's just permanently long hair, which is fine because I prefer their hair out. Also, another reason why it probably wouldn't be a good idea to force the hair in is because then you could end up just you could probably end up losing it in the doll's head if you did that too far in. Oh, that was hard to button. So there, let's get you into a sit-in position. So there is Caylee. And actually, I had a bow to put on your hair. No, stay sitting, please. So just let me grab the bow real quick. I got these little clip-on bows from the dollar store. They're not going to match, but I just think they're really cute. So this one is going to be your bow. So there she is with her little bow. And the other one, it just looks exactly the same, but that's the one her sister's going to wear. So let me just switch them real quick. So here's Crissy. She's just going to sit there a minute while I situate Caylee over here. Okay. So she's going to be wearing this denim dress jumper. And we are going to put this shirt on under it. This is actually one of my old shirts. That's another thing. A lot of Crissy and Caylee's clothes, like a lot of the things that fit them are my old clothes from when I was like 9 months or 9 months and up and that kind of thing. So that's another thing that I consider makes them kind of toddlers. Same with Gabe, is he can wear a lot of bigger stuff. And oh no, don't tell me this dress is going to be stubborn. There's her string. See, so I can pull that and the hair goes in. It's a bit finicky now, though, so it doesn't go, like, all the way in sometimes. Okay, Crissy, let's get your dress off. Oh, and their nails have been painted, by the way. When you like, get them, maybe over the head is how this is supposed to come off, not the other way. Anyway, when you get these babies, typically they do not have painted nails. But my mom, and I don't know if my mom painted them actually. I know that my aunt painted them on her doll. I don't remember if my mom painted them on hers or if I asked my aunt to paint them. But their nails have been painted. Probably could use a refresher coat because it is kind of coming off in places. But they've had their nails painted for a very long time. Both on their hands and on their feet. So I got that off of her. And this was a dress we got at the Salvation Army. Though I did have something similar when I was little, but mine was not like that exactly. Her joints are a little loose because they're old, but it's okay. Let's get your... Oh, you have so much hair. Alicia, though, I said this in the last video as well, was talking about how we should get like a bigger toddler, like a 28-inch or something, I think is the size that they are, like the Ariana and stuff. But, and I'm putting this on her just because I want to have the sleeves showing through under this, by the way. But anyway, I can actually sit you up now. But, what was I, okay, so... we were talking about that, and it wouldn't be for a long time that we would be able to do that, because we don't really have the money for it, but we were talking about how maybe one day we could go halves on it, and I'm just surprised that it was her idea, because, especially when I told her how much they costed, because she was like, we were watching, I want to say we were watching, I think it was Kelly Maple when she got her boy toddler recently, and, she's like, and when Alicia saw it, she goes, how much do those, the ones like that cost? And I told her how much they normally costed, and, like, how much that it was for that particular artist if she wanted one made by that artist. And I looked up I looked at Maria's nursery just to see what her pricing was for Alicia to see, and she goes, oh, well, we can't afford that now. And she goes, but maybe eventually. And we talked about how maybe we could go halves, but as I said, that would not be for a long time. Definitely nowhere in the foreseeable future. I'd be very surprised if we were able to. We also haven't decided yet if it would be a boy or a girl. Lucy definitely really enjoys the babies. And Crissy, Caylee, and Gabe especially, because they're toddler sized, but other than that, I think her favorite's Juanita. I think that Juanita would be her favorite. Though if you asked her, she would probably tell you she didn't have a favorite. I actually wanted to see if she would be in the video with me today and help me dress them, but she didn't want to get on camera, so that didn't happen. She has been on camera before, though, like in one of my early videos where I was doing like an opening of something I was like filming at the dining table, and she was like eating lunch across the table from me, and I didn't realize she was in frame for a lot of it, so she has been on camera before, but I don't know, she didn't have a problem with that, but I think she just doesn't want to like get on camera and have to talk and stuff. I guess she just prefers not doing that, but that's fine. So anyway, I moved so you guys could hopefully see them better. Okay, you can. So that was the last video of our little marathon changing session, and I will do another video and show what everyone was wearing, especially since Abby and Dylan were already in their Valentine's clothes and didn't get to be part of this marathon changing. So I hope you all had a happy Valentine's Day yesterday. I hope my ranting and rambling didn't drive anyone crazy during these videos, and I hope you're having a great day today. And if you enjoyed this, I hope to see you next time. Bye, guys!